Most remodeling contractors are solving the wrong problem when it comes to lead generation, and they don't realize it until they feel the consequences. The assumption is always the same: more traffic, more calls, more inquiries, but that's not actually the real issue. The real issue is the absence of a system. Most contractors treat leads as isolated events instead of part of a structured process. They react instead of operate. And over time, that creates inconsistency. Strong months followed by slow ones, momentum that never compounds. The contractors consistently producing $2 to $5 million a year annually aren't just getting more leads, they've built systems that control how leads are attracted, qualified, and converted. Their pipeline isn't dependent on effort, it's structured. And that's what we want to get into today. So let's talk about why traditional lead generation fails. You see, most marketing strategies used in remodeling actually weren't built for it. They were borrowed from industries where decisions happen quickly. And you know this as well as I do, remodeling doesn't work that way. Homeowners plan for months. They evaluate cost, disruption, and trust before they reach out. And traditional strategies ignore this because it's a quicker decision process. They treat every lead exactly the same. And so if your system treats every lead equally, you don't have a system. And the structure is not going to work correctly. So let's talk about the structure behind a predictable system. A predictable lead system is actually built on multiple components that work together in synergy. First of all, your SEO builds authority. Your content should answer real questions and demonstrate expertise. Your paid ads, your pay-per-click, captures demand. It targets the intent-driven searches, not general traffic. Then you've got your social proof that is building trust. It's showing how projects are handled, not just how they're finished. You've got referrals driving quality, so you structure them or you lose them. And then you've got AI-powered lead qualification working for you. And this is one of the bigger shifts that's taken place. It's not more leads, it's better prioritization. So AI is evaluating behavior, intent, and project details to identify the high value prospects. So things like project scope and budget indicators, timeline urgency, and engagement behavior to really help you determine who are your best prospects. What this does is it allows your team to focus where it matters most. And then we want to put our energy into converting leads into contracts, because a lead is just the starting point. Conversion itself requires structure. So you have to respond quickly, but you have to respond with relevance, using multi-channel follow-up systems and addressing concerns before they ever get asked. And we guide now instead of pitching. So clear next steps always have to be presented to remove friction and improve conversion so that those conversion numbers are consistently improving. And it's important to measure what matters. And what we find so often is that most contractors either are not measuring at all or they're measuring the wrong things. And there's really two things that matter most: the cost per qualified lead and the conversion rate. Everything else really is secondary. And so those are the things that are so super critical in today's environment. And the difference between inconsistent leads and predictable growth really comes down to this. It's not about effort, it's ultimately about systems. You can either choose to continue reacting, or you can build a system that produces results consistently. There's a couple of things that you may be wondering, and so let's tackle a few of these as we kind of wind this down. One of the common questions we get is, how long does it take to see results from a lead generation system? Once you have everything fully deployed, when can you expect to see results? Well, the truth is, you'll generally start to see early movement within the first 30 to 45 days. But predictable, consistent results are generally going to take 90 to 120 days, because SEO, content, paid traffic, follow-up, and qualification systems need time to work together. Plus, machine learning is such a big part of these systems today, and it takes those algorithms time to get dialed in and really learn what the sweet spot is, if you will. Another question is, what is a cost per qualified lead? Well, cost per qualified lead measures what it actually costs to generate prospects who have real potential to become projects. It's more useful than just tracking cost per click, website traffic, or total form submissions. We want to look at who really qualifies as somebody that could actually do business with you. Now, another question that comes up a lot of times is, should a contractor focus on SEO or on paid ads? Well, both have a role, and it's not really an either or, it's a both and. Because SEO builds long-term authority and trust, while paid ads are going to capture that immediate demand, the person who's in the market today. So the strongest lead generation systems are going to use both instead of choosing one over the other. You may be wondering, how does AI improve remodeling lead generation? Well, AI helps identify what leads deserve immediate attention by evaluating project details, timing, engagement behavior, and other intent signals. And this is going to allow your team to focus on those prospects that are most likely to convert. And this is where the AI technology becomes so valuable. Final question we'll deal with today: what is the most important lead generation metric? Well, revenue per lead is one of the most important metrics because it connects your marketing activity to your business growth. It's going to help you see what sources are producing the best opportunities for you overall, not just the most activity, because activity without bottom line growth is an inconsistency. You need to tie those two things together. So as we bring this to conclusion, if I can help you, if my team can help you develop a solid strategy for your remodeling business, schedule a strategy call with us at Remodeling Marketing Team. You can do that online, remodelingmarketingteam.com, get-started, or you can call us at 888-350-7859. And as always, thanks for tuning in today. I look forward to talking with you again on our next episode.